A big announcement for the Customs and Border Protection Agency as its acting commissioner is stepping down. Meanwhile, Mexico's president says his country's immigration efforts are focused on its southern border. That's despite moving thousands of soldiers to its border with the United States. All of this is happening after President Trump gave Congress 2 weeks to come up with an immigration deal. Otherwise, he says he'll move forward with immigration raids and mass deportations. And as Corey Rangel shows us, a growing number of undocumented immigrants are going into hiding, trying to figure out their rights.
It's a full class at this legal clinic near Washington, D.C. CASA, an immigration advocacy group, holds the free course every week to teach immigrants their rights if they come in contact with immigration officials, which has now become a bigger concern after President Trump promised to hold deportation raids in cities across the country.
I think there is a greater sense of fear in the community around, the fact that their families could be targeted by ICE.
This woman says she became so desperate to escape poverty in Guatemala, she spent an entire month on a bus traveling to the U.S., hoping to find a better life for her children. If she gets caught up in an immigration sweep, she says she worries about what would happen to her children.
She's very scared about being deported and separated from her children.
Many of those who have attended these classes now only leave their home when they absolutely have to, skipping out on seeing friends, going to church, and in some cases, even going to the doctor. CASA workers are now going into those scared immigrant neighborhoods and passing out cards with advice on what to do if they come in contact with an immigration agent. While the president has postponed plans for nationwide immigration raids, he says they're still on the table if Congress does not act quickly.
The people that came into the country illegally are going to be removed from the country. Everybody knows that.
The president's supporters want him to stick to that promise.
They have no legal right whatsoever to stay in the country. So deporting them, making an effort to deport them, I think is not only appropriate, but it would demonstrate the seriousness which the U.S. should take in force against immigration law.
Meanwhile, with a divided Congress and a short 2-week deadline, it's a long shot lawmakers will pass any meaningful immigration changes, leaving many guessing if the president will go through with his immigration raid ultimatum. In Washington, D.C., I'm Corey Rangel reporting.